it up.
What'd you have for breakfast?
We are the sound of Lagos, and this is Mainland 98.3 FM.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
Hey there! Have you been wondering about how wealth is being created? Are you curious on how to grow money, home ownership, and real estate investment in Nigeria? Or are you looking for the best property deals in today's market? Then join us every Monday between 5 and 5:30 p.m. on Mainland 98.3 FM for Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria to get the best of information, education, and expert insights into the world of wealth creation with real estate. Join us.
The land is green, it's green, let you see. It's green for me.
Alright, you're tuning to Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. My name is Lady Jade, and it's time for Real Estate World. O'Shea, is the cross answer for me?
Yeah, hi, Jade.
Let's do it again. It's time for Real Estate World with Thinkmint Nigeria.
Hi Jade, good evening. It's another beautiful Monday evening, and I welcome you to the Real Estate World show. And this is a show that we get to take you around the world of properties, investments, home ownership, and of course wealth creation. And as we like to simply put it, this is the show where you as a listener can become a home owner. The Real Estate World show is part of our commitment as a brand at Thinkmint Nigeria to connect people to property investments and home ownership options. Hi Jade.
Yeah, I mean it's really interesting how a lot of people are looking for ways to invest their money, and knowing that they can be richer by the year ordinary by investing in real estate would actually take them a long way.
Definitely.
All right, but I mean, how was your weekend though?
It was good. It was nothing much.
Aside from the, because I understand that we've been having the whole what's it called now, elections here and there, but at least the first ever free.
Do you get that? I think that's what stood out. This time around there wasn't much to look forward to, and I think everyone just wanted to. Speaking for myself anyway, I just wanted to just relax, and it was just peaceful. Basically.
And be taken care of.
By myself.
All right, so what's happening in the world of real estate today?
Okay, so today we'll be discussing an alternative property investment style. We've spoken a bit about this on a show in the past, and we'll just take it a bit further today, talking about other reasons and some of the reasons why this investment style is increasingly becoming the acceptable way to invest in real estate. And of course, I'm talking about off-plan properties. When you invest off-plan, when you buy off-plan, when you invest in off-plan properties. And it simply means that when they say, I want to buy a property off plan, or you're buying off plan, it simply means that you are buying or you are investing in a property before construction begins, or during the construction phase, or just before construction is complete. So you're buying into the idea, you're buying into the plan, but at the end of the day, you are headed to a destination, and of course what it is that you are headed to, and of course it's a fully built beautiful property that is beneficial to you in so many ways. That's the plan, the arrangement, which is you buying off plan.
So we're talking about buying off plan, is it the same thing? Okay, so I know that off plan is when you haven't built anything yet, and it's just you having to put the plan or the idea of putting a property together. Okay, now what is it more affordable to invest in off plan investment?
Okay, so I'll just put it this way, right? It is more affordable to buy a property when it is an off plan than when it's fully completed or fully built. So that particular property, most times off plan properties, or when you put a property off plan, you're like, oh, you know what, come and invest in this property. This is what it would look like at the end of the day. Most times people, because of the nature of it, so you are not seeing the fully built property. A lot of people might have an issue with that. Oh, okay, I'm not physically seeing. There would always be a plan. There would always be visuals that would guide you in what it is that you are to expect, but because you are not seeing it fully erected, some people might have issues with that. So at the end of the day, there would most likely be discounts, even as much as 15 to 20% discounts would be given. So off-plan properties are a lot, like in most cases, they would be more cheaper, more affordable when they are off plan than when it is fully complete. So, for example, let's say I have a property somewhere in Lekki and it's off plan right now, and I want you, Jade, to come and invest in it. I'll be like, oh, okay, Jade, I'm selling this property right now for 22 million naira. You can invest as much as or as little as 20%, and
of 20 million naira.
Yes, of 20 million naira. And you can spread your balance across say 12 months or 18 months, and but at the end of the day, let's say that property takes 12 months to be fully built. At the end of that 12 months, that property would most likely cost as much as 25 million, 30 million, that particular property. So in so many cases, off-plan properties would most likely be more affordable to purchase than when they are fully complete. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds really interesting, because I understand that what most the property investments that are available mostly in the real estate industry or real estate world is when they've actually put up the buildings or the properties, some furnished, some not furnished, and then they're able to just sell it at that part. So and this makes it clear, because at this point, all of the funds that have gone into building those structures are being added as the cost implication.
Yeah.
And then that's why most of these properties are usually on the high side. So now
Absolutely.
what you're saying, that buying it off plan is way affordable.
It absolutely is, like I've explained, and that's for so many reasons, like you've rightly said, and also because real estate would always appreciate, right?
Definitely, it always appreciates.
6 months and 3 months. The capital appreciation would always be there. So beyond the cost implication, like you rightly pointed out, just naturally it would just it would appreciate in value. So that also is a reason why off-plan properties would naturally be more affordable to purchase than waiting for it. So okay, you know what? Let me put all my money together before I can buy. This gives you the opportunity to actually invest. So now you are a shareholder, that okay, I have a space in this. Now I can go and rally around and do a lot of things and still own this property. It can it would be there in your name.
All right, and it's going nowhere. All right, so I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you've actually heard, and if you're looking to buy a property of your own, if you maybe that's one of your goals for this year, like okay, this year I want to own property, I want to have some sort of an investment in the real estate world, all you have to do is to come to Thinkmint Nigeria right now. And so this is still the Real Estate World Show, and we're talking about off-plan properties and investments today. And don't touch the dial, because you're still very part of the show. We'll be right back, but still stay tuned to Mainland 98.3 FM. Now you can call us to join the conversation. I mean, if you're really interested in buying properties and you just want to know more about this off-plan investment, just call us on the number 0913 6000410 if you really, and then you can send us a text message as well, 0913 6000410. Go on a quick break and we'll be back. Once again, you're tuned into Mainland 98.3 FM, and it's still Real Estate World with Thinkmint Nigeria.
Have you been swindled in the past in the course of owning a property? Have you been searching for the best real estate investment opportunity? At Thinkmint Nigeria, we are your perfect home matchmaker. You will fall in love with us as we work with you in getting your preferred property on www.thinkmint.ng/buy real estate. Whether you require a mortgage or choose a monthly or quarterly payment plan, our property options located across Nigeria and developed by our trusted partners will suit your needs. Visit www.thinkmint.ng/buy real estate or call 0809-784-5065 to get started today and own a house or land across Nigeria with as low as 200,000 to 500,000 naira initial deposit.
Hey there! Have you been wondering about how wealth is being created? Are you curious on how to grow money, home ownership, and real estate investment in Nigeria? Or are you looking for the best property deals in today's market? Then join us every Monday between 5 and 5:30 p.m. on Mainland 98.3 FM for Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria to get the best of information, education, and expert insights into the world of wealth creation with real estate. Join us.
The land is green, it's green, let you see. It's green for me.
Alright, you're tuned into Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. And welcome back to Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria. I am still Lady Jade, and I'm here with the one and only beautiful Amina. And of course, we're discussing off-plan properties and the numerous reasons why you should key into this investment style today with Thinkmint Nigeria. So, Amina, we talked about off-plan properties and being a relatively affordable plan, other than getting properties that have already been built.
Yeah.
So, what benefits do we gain, going for this type of investment?
Yeah, so I mean, beyond it being more affordable, because of the nature of off-plan properties, when you invest, and when you invest, you become an investor, obviously, and an investor is anyone who makes a down payment to a property. That means you have become an investor of that property. You are very much involved in the project from the very early stage. Okay, so you're very involved in the project from a very early stage. You are carried along, as long with the developer. So if you're someone who likes to be involved in the construction stage, let's say for example, you want your idea of owning a property has always been you being involved in the process. You just want to see, you just want to visit your site from time to time. You just want to go and see how everyone is doing. You want to see the site engineer. Like, oh, okay, so what is this? What is this you are putting together? And you just want to see your creation come into life. Then I feel like off-plan properties would be the best for you, because as agreed with your developer, I mean, you guys will have to talk, how often can I come visit the site? You might want to follow up with and seeing how everything comes alive. And because you are not directly the developer, there's someone else who takes off the stress from you. There's someone else putting everything together, the costing, following up with the artisans on site, engineers on site. You don't have the stress of building, but at the same time, you have the opportunity to follow up with the progress of construction. So I feel like it's a win-win. At the end of the day, for people who want to build their homes themselves, it may be relatively cheaper for you. You have to, go back and forth with everybody. You have to follow the entire process. We know building is not easy, in any way. So off-plan projects, what they do for you is that you are following up with your construction. You are living the life of you being a builder, but you are not dealing with the stress at all. So I feel like that's also a great benefit, if you ask me. Don't you think so?
I mean, it really sounds like a very good idea. So I know that my money is literally working for me. I don't have to worry my head.
Nah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so exactly, that's a perfect example. Your money is working for you. You are seeing it working, like physically.
Because I know that a lot of coaches or people would advise you, like money coaches or investment coaches, tell you, there's the active income and there's the passive income, where you don't. When the active one is when you're actually physically doing the job, but then when you have to put your money somewhere and your money is really working for you.
It is, and there's even more to it, because if you follow the site, you see how everything is coming along together, and you're seeing the project coming together, because you understand the project and you've been along with it from probably the very beginning. You are even at liberty to choose your preferred unit or your preferred location. You're like, okay, for example, let's say it's a semi-detached duplex. Let's say it's a collection of 14 semi-detached duplexes, and you want the one that's at the rear, because you have keyed into this project from the early stage. You are an early investor. The developer can say, oh, okay, you know what, of course, if that's the unit that you want, you can absolutely have it. So what would be left will be for others that would key into this project at the end of the day, or when it's fully complete. So it's a dream.
Honestly, it is the excitement of my face right now, because knowing that you have the liberty to make decisions.
Yeah, that's it.
You're more or less like a major shareholder. So the higher the shares
you are,
the more the liberty you have to choose and make decisions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that being said, what if, for example, I have there's a property, there's a 10-story building, right?
Yeah.
And I'm part of the early investors, and I have the opportunity to choose my preferred floor before Do I have that liberty to choose?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what we've just talked about. You have the opportunity to do that because you are an early investor. So, as agreed with your developer, I believe that, I mean, that shouldn't be a bother. We're trying to please you. That's the thing with when you invest early into a project, because you are an investor. You are someone that, you know, we are trying to please, basically. So yes, you get to choose different things.
Okay, that being said, because it's getting more interesting now, do I also get to choose the kind of interior I want? Because I mean, I know that buying or investing into this style of investment, which is the off plan, do I get to choose the interior, the kind of tiles I want, the kind of fittings in my kitchen, the kind of measurements, just to make my house feel like me?
Yeah. So
do I get that?
Well, what I would say about that is, with every project there are agreements, and if you have specific requests, you can ask your developer, right? So I wouldn't want to speak generally in general terms, but in most cases, absolutely, you can make these alterations as long as they are within the interior design of your units. Then absolutely, you can choose the kind of wall paints that you want. You can choose the kind of tiles that you want.
So you're telling me that, I mean, it depends on the kind of project. Is project specific?
No, I'm not saying necessary. It's not necessarily project specific. Maybe let's say
area specific,
developer specific.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it just depends on the agreement that you have.
So
definitely.
I mean, in a way, even if you have the liberty to choose, there's still a bit of boundaries within which you can pick from.
So your interior, right? The interior part of your building is yours. So you are at liberty to choose what you want with that, as long as it doesn't alter the general plan, because there's a plan. There would always be a plan before any construction begins, right? So you cannot come and now try to make a request that's going to alter the general plan. Do you understand now?
Okay, so because I know that I'd ask a question of a 10-story building, so that means that it's a joint investment. Everybody, like different investors, come together to put this money together on this style of investment towards a particular property.
So that's how it is. I mean, so when we're saying different investors, now you can be an investor, I can be an investor. As long as I make a down payment, I make 10% down payment, I'm an investor in that property. So there's always a plan. So what will be sold to us at the beginning of the project is the plan. So what you would be able to do now is, if I prefer to live on the ground floor, I would be like, okay, can I have the ground floor? If it's not taken, why not? You are an early investor, so you can take. If I want the 10th floor, I'm at liberty to choose that.
So that means that just hope that what you want is not taken. If it's taken,
that's why we always say key in early enough. Key in, yes.
So it's more on a first come first serve basis.
Well, I mean, everything in life is about that. If you don't take the opportunity now, someone else would.
All right, I love it. Please go on.
Yeah. I mean, so that's really it. So also, beyond you being able to choose and it being a more affordable option, you also have the opportunity to resell at a higher price, just in case after construction is complete, and you may not necessarily have bought that to maybe live in it. There are investors that go around buying off-plan properties, and because of course it would have appreciated over time, when it's fully complete, you can decide, I want to sell this property because now it costs maybe 3 million or 4 million more, and that is my profit. So it's a win-win situation, like I've mentioned from the beginning. So you can also decide to resell at a higher price. So
it is how I am smiling for me because I mean, this sounds so good. So I mean, buying off plan sounds like a very great deal from every angle. I mean, knowing that even if I am an early investor investing at the earlier stage, when it eventually appreciates, I can decide to sell off. I can resell and make my money times 200%. That is even more. No, because depending, like you said, over time, you will appreciate. So what
absolutely, that's actually true. It depends on how long you decide to keep it.
So I'm not saying that it's instant. No, the 200% is not an instant thing. No, because I understand that properties invest over. It appreciates. That's the word.
Sure.
Over time, right? So I mean, it's really, really important. And if you want to learn more about buying off plan, or simply need close guidance on how you can begin your home ownership journey, do well to reach out to Thinkmint Nigeria. You can also be a part of this show by simply calling in on 0913 60000410. Go on a quick break rather, and it's still the Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria, and we'll be back. Don't touch that dial. Still Mainland 90.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.
Have you been swindled in the past in the course of owning a property? Have you been searching for the best real estate investment opportunity? At Thinkmint Nigeria, we are your perfect home matchmaker. You will fall in love with us as we work with you in getting your preferred property on www.thinkmint.ng/buy real estate. Whether you require a mortgage or choose a monthly or quarterly payment plan, our property options located across Nigeria and developed by our trusted partners will suit your needs. Visit www.thinkmint.ng/buy real estate or call 009-784-5065 to get started today and own a house or land across Nigeria with as low as 200,000 to 500,000 naira initial deposit.
All right, welcome back to Real Estate Wealth with Thinkmint Nigeria, and this is a show where you become a homeowner, a property owner, a profitable investor, if I'll put it that way. All right, and we've been discussing about an easier property investment style, which is investing in off-plan properties, and we've mentioned a lot of benefits. But if in case you probably just tuning in and you're just joining us, if you're just joining us rather, we're going to give you a quick rundown, and just in case, so we're going to give you a quick rundown, knowing that buying a property off plan means that you are buying the property during or before the construction begins. And I'm not doing this alone. I have Amina in the studio this lovely evening. So please, can you give us the rundown, because you are giving us some juicy benefits on buying off plan.
Yeah, and as you've rightly said, buying off plan means when you buy into or key into a property or an investment before it is fully complete. So this has a whole number of benefits, and at top of that is that you are buying at a purchase price that is below market value a lot of times, and that simply means that it is a more affordable option. There's also the opportunity for great capital growth when you buy off plan. Over time, even before the property is complete, it would most likely be valued more than it was while it was at an off plan stage. Also, most off plan properties comes with flexible payment plans. So what that means is that every off-plan property would give you the opportunity to invest a minimal deposit, say 10%, 20%, 30%, as much as you have, and you can then spread your balance across a long period of time. You can spread your balance from 12 months to 18 months, as much as even 3 years. It all depends on the deal that you get. Buying off-plan also gives you, that also means that you have the opportunity to plan, you have the opportunity to save, and most importantly, it takes the stress of you building, off you, while you also being a part of the project directly. You can go visit your sites, you can, just get to learn, you can even get to learn about, the construction process and just be a part of it, but you are not, you are not dealing with the whole stress of building. And at the end of the day, you are getting a brand new property. You're getting your property fresh, pristine, and you also have the opportunity to request for, alterations and specializations as much as you want to your interior part of your property.
All right, thank you so much, Amina. I know that you can go on and on and on and on about the benefits of investing rather in off plan. And just in case you're wondering, what exactly is buying property off plan? It is when you buy the property during or before the construction begins. So there you have it. The benefits of off plan properties. And remember that with Thinkmint Nigeria, you are able to go through this process seamlessly. And by the way, Thinkmint Nigeria is a rich property marketplace with properties in Lagos and around Nigeria. You can visit their website on Bio Estate Marketplace on www.thinkmint.ng/buy real estate. So it's not a case of what I ordered versus what I got.
Never.
They do their due diligence to ensure that whatever properties that you have that you desire and you found on their website is what you actually get.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and so you can reach out to Thinkmint Nigeria on mobile 080 009 784 5064 0809 784 5065, and all across social media platforms.
Yeah, we are at Thinkmint NG on Instagram. We are Thinkmint Nigeria on LinkedIn and Facebook, and we are Thinkmint N on Twitter.
All right, so
just search for Thinkmint Nigeria. You will find us
everywhere. So they're ready and available to ensure that you have an amazing experience whilst being on your journey to being a property owner or a home owner. Thank you once again for joining us on Real Estate World with Thinkmint Nigeria. Do keep it a date with us every Monday from 5 to 5:30 p.m. on 98.3 Mainland FM. Thank you so much, Amina, for today. It's been an interesting time learning and knowing that you can be a property investor.
Always
with
a pleasure.
Thinkmint Nigeria. Please don't touch that down. Don't do that. Don't touch it. Just stay tuned to Mainland 98.3 FM. Enjoy Clean Symphony by Clean Bandit featuring Zara Larson, and after that will be the news at 5:30. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.
Have you been swindled in the past in the course of owning a property? Have you been searching for the best real estate investment opportunity? At Thinkmint Nigeria, we are your perfect home matchmaker. You will fall in love with us as we work with you in getting your preferred property on www.thinkmint.ng/buy real estate. Whether you require a mortgage or choose a monthly or quarterly payment plan, our property options located across Nigeria and developed by our trusted partners will suit your needs. Visit www.thinkmint.ng/buy real estate or call 009 784 5065 to get started today and own a house or land across Nigeria with as low as 200,000 to 500,000.